Hello, and welcome to the Jammin Jukebox Radio Show. It's Saturday night, and we are so glad to have you with us tonight. We have got a great show lined up for you. Yes, we have the guys from the band The Sugar, and if you don't know who they are, let me tell you real quick. Nathin Butler, who plays Dr. Ewen Keenan on General Hospital, for you General Hospital fans out there, we have him here tonight, as well as his bandmate Charles Benson and Howie P. And they are running just a little bit late this evening, so I'm just going to have to kind of ad-lib until they arrive. But they should be on the line shortly, and we will get started with the show. I hope everyone had a great week. It was a quick week for me, and we've really been rocking and rolling with the show since it started 2 weeks ago. We've got some great interviews that we're working to finalize details on that will be coming down the pipe. And it's just really amazing how quickly this is all kind of taking place. So we are just thrilled to pieces to see the results of the effort. And the indie artists are just sending us music left and right, and we've got lots of music coming down the pipe for them. We're going to be playing. And one thing I want to tell you while we're waiting for the guys to come on, we just launched our brand new website this week, and we're just thrilled to pieces about it. You should go check it out. It's thejamminjukebox.com. That's Jammin, Jammin, no G, jukebox.com. Check it out, and we will be, adding to it, content to it as time goes on. But we've really gotten off to a rolling start with it, and we're, trying to represent all of the indie artists that we are playing on our show, on our station, and we'll be continually adding, new artists to the mix as time goes on. So we are just thrilled to pieces about that. Another thing that, we're looking at doing, we've got our website going now, and we've pretty much ramped up our Twitter presence. So for those of you who see me constantly tweeting out there in the Twitter universe, rather, please forgive me, please bear with me, but it has taken a lot of work to get this up and running. And any of the Blog Talk radio show hosts will tell you that it is almost a full-time job. And I've got some really good friends who run some different shows on Blog Talk, and I can just tell you, I can attest to the fact that they tried to warn me about this, but it's so much fun, and I'm really enjoying it. So if you are ever looking to start a show of your own, feel free to, hit me up and ask me some questions. I'll be glad to help you any way that I can. But we are just delighted that we are going to have the Sugar on with us tonight. They are running a little bit late, and I do apologize. They just notified me about 5 minutes before airtime to let me know that they were, trying to get all assembled, and they would be dialing in probably a few minutes late. So if you don't mind listening to me gab. But I think what I'll do in the interim until they come on the line, I want to go ahead and play a song and tell you a little bit first about the show opener. I apologize for the technical difficulties. I'm still kind of learning this control deck here at the studio, but the clip that you heard just as it was coming on the air was a song off of their new EP that's just been released mid-July, not even a month old. And the song was called Rub It. And so it's kind of, I've listened to their album, and their album is, a good mix of a lot of different styles of music. And when they come on, I'll be sure and, let them tell you exactly what kind of, musical taste and interest went into putting this album together. But that was, kind of like a dance tune. And, I thought, gosh, what a great opener for the show tonight. You're going to have these guys on. So that is called Rub It, and it's off of their self-titled EP, called The Sugar. And so if you get a chance, check it out. They have a great website that they have put together, and it has their EP for sale on it. If you want to, check out their website, it's afctrecords.bandcamp.com. And if you go to that, you can just, it'll pull up everything about The Sugar. It'll have all of their EPs and their albums that they've released. and it will have their latest one, and it'll tell you how to buy it and everything. So it's a really good album. I don't think there's a song on there I don't like. It's just tremendous. So if you can, check it out. And so what I want to do is I want to play a song for you now by The Sugar to kind of give you a feel of their music. And let me just pick one at will. I'm going to pick a song. It's called Whippoorwill. And here we are. This is The Sugar. off of their brand new EP. They just released it as of about a month ago, not even a month old yet, and I'm telling you, it's really a good EP. And I believe we've got somebody on the line right now. Hello.
Hello.
Who do we have on the line? Hello. Who do we have?
Hi, it's Chuck. Hi, Don. How are you?
I'm great, Chuck. How are you?
Very well. We've just kind of all finally gotten in the same spot and getting ourselves together and feeling very well. Thank you.
Well, excellent. It's so good to have you guys with us tonight.
Thank you. No, it's wonderful to be here. We've really been excited the last few days. We just love getting together and getting a little chance to play. It's fantastic to get out over the air.
Well, we're delighted to have you. As you know, I'll just be honest. This is our first interview. We're a brand new show, but gosh, what a way to kick off our interview series, starting with you guys. So we're just so excited you're here and appreciate the fact that you set aside some time for us.
No, happy to. Thank you so much for having us. Excited to be here.
So who have you got there with you, Chuck?
Say that again, I'm sorry?
I said, who do you have there with you?
We've got pretty much the whole crew. I've got Nathan here and Bendy and the bass player, Mr. Wesley Thunder, and Howie Mean Keys, a.k.a. Triple P, Pool Party Polar. And we're pretty much ready to go.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, would you like to say that to Nathan for a second? Here, let me give it to you, and then we'll kind of put you on. Okay, here he is.
Sure.
Hello, how you going?
Well, hello, Nathan. How are you?
I'm doing really well.
Well, thank you for being with us tonight. We're just so excited and so delighted that you guys could be here. All of you can be here. Wow.
Yeah, no worries. We're all hanging out and excited about talking to you guys. Well,
and what a pleasant surprise that you brought Bendy along. Now, Chuck didn't tell me that you guys we were going to be interviewing Bendy, but hey, more the merrier.
I don't know how talkative she'll be, but yeah, she's here in spirit.
Well, if she's wagging her tail, that's a good sign, right?
Right.
No doubt about it. Well, let me ask you guys. Now, I'll be the first to admit right out of the gate that I just really dig your album. It's just a really good EP. I've been listening to it over and over, and I've got my favorite song, and I'll wait and tell you a little bit later. But I want to know, as we get things kicked off, and for the listeners out there, they may not know this, I want to know right off the bat, what was the inspiration for your band name, The Sugar?
Well, it actually came from myself and Charles Benson, who were kind of the creators. We got together, we were writing songs in the early days and just hanging out, like writing it all on the acoustic guitar. And then our friends would come around, like one by one, girlfriends, any other mates and stuff were around, and they, basically we kind of always just said sugar, like in our songs, like just while we were singing, kind of like, when you say like come on sugar or come on baby, in a song. And so eventually one day we were like, oh, we need a name. We couldn't really, land on one, and our dear friend Christy Wright was there with us, and she's like, God, you guys are called The Sugar, like you say it so much in your songs, and you call all your your girlfriends, and you call them all the sugar. So that's how it kind of stuck, and yeah.
Well, that's really cool. I mean, it does. It really fits, and because before I listened to your album, I to hear your band name, I didn't know what to expect really, and I just started listening to it, but. It really is a good fit, and it's not like anything you hear out there. It's original, and that's always, I think, what makes a great band. Sometimes it's the name, grabs you. So. Yeah,
no, thank you so much. Yeah, no, I really think the same. I think it's an original sound, and like you said, you don't hear much of that sound. It's like we're trying to do a new thing, and trying to incorporate all the new and current sounds out there now, like all the new dance music and the kind of the dubstep and stuff. We're trying to infuse that with the rock and roll, and we're trying to have some fun and keep it fun for the youngins,
Oh yeah, and I don't know if you guys were able to hear the very beginning of the show, but I played a little bit of your song "Rub It" because it had my original theme that I use week in, week out. It's a dance, upbeat kind of tune, and as I had listened to the album, many times I was like, the beginning of that song is going to be so perfect for the beginning show. So we had that clip. We played about 30 to 45 seconds of the clip to start the show tonight, and it kind of worked, you know. So thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, that song, like, originally we wrote it, you know, Robert, it was a very, like, old style, kind of more traditional, kind of like a Creedence song, you know, like a Creedence Clearwater Revival song, and then we kind of wanted to revamp it and make it a little more fun and dancey, and we just played with it, you know. It was nice kind of to do it in a more of a remix kind of style, and, you know, I think it's good, you know, to just keep with the times. And the great thing about, you know, Charlie's from Wyoming, and he likes to write that old kind of classic rock music, and you know, and I'm from Australia. I mean, and I like all music, you know, and so it's nice to kind of we're trying to bring these genres all together. And so I guess it's a kind of a real, like, you know, alternative kind of new sound, but it's fun, you know. It's definitely fun.
Yeah, you know, when you mentioned CCR, it's just funny that you mentioned that, because every time I would listen to that song in particular, I would think, gosh, what does that remind me of? It reminds me of some, you know, kind of a modernized classic rock, you know, 70s tune, but it's modernized, and you hit the nail on the head. So thank you, because it you know, I've been trying to figure out what band do they remind me of in this song. So yeah, CCR definitely, and it's great music. I mean, it's just so I like the fact that it's, you know, it's different in a way. And in terms of the style of your album, what kind of music do you think best describes, what genre do you think best describes your album?
You know, it's definitely rock, but it's you know, it's infused with dance, as I was saying, and we were even saying, like, maybe we're touching on a new genre here, you know, like mixing rock and roll with, like, dubstep. I mean, it's such a big thing at the moment, you know, like music, how it's evolving, you know, and a lot of bands are kind of trying to experience it, trying to, like, include that element into their music, you know, like having a DJ element to your music, as well as, like, if you go out now, like nowadays, you know, like for example, like I went to Coachella recently, and just watching, like, all these great acts, and I'm watching, like, all these rock bands play, and there's a few people there, you know, watching them. There might be like 8,000 people watching these rock bands play, but then there's, like, I look across the way and there's this DJ playing, and there's like 80,000 people watching them, and I'm like, why aren't the people watching the rock bands? And it's because the times have changed, you know, and it's like, I think you have to evolve and move to that sound, and you know, and keep experimenting with, like, new sounds. And I think we will. This is our EP, and it's our first one, and I think we will find eventually, like, a sound that fits for us, and predominantly, you know, we really just want it to be fun for the audience and for the fans, you know. And that was the thing when we started playing, you know, like in our lounge room or in our garage, just with a guitar and just the two of us. It was like, whenever we play, I just want people to dance and have a good time, you know. Like, I mean, we can write good ballads too, and it can be dreamy, and there can be heartfelt, like, breakup songs and stuff like that. But really, you know, it'd be nice just to move with that sound and to just have fun with it, you know. So. Yeah,
and you know, one of the things about your EP that I liked was the fact that you kind of tried to cater to all different generations of listeners. You know, you've got the modernized dubstep dance sound for the younger generation, but then someone that's a little bit older like me, you know, you've got kind of a classic rock and roll feel and sound to it, and it's an appeal that, you know, I think covers a lot of bases, and it's just, you know, it's just a really good album, and it's so much different than what I've heard in a long time. So, you know, thanks for putting that out there, because I'm always looking for new music, and we're always too trying to, you know, find that, you know, that unique sound and that different sound that we can bring to our audience through the radio station and the show here. So it's...
Yeah, no worries, you know, and really, like, it comes from, too, like, you know, Charlie Benson, he's from Wyoming, and, you know, and I'm from, like, the outback Australia. We've got kind of this, like, country, you know, vibe. Like, I grew up playing country music, as did, you know, Charlie, and then there's also, like, country music is infused with, like, so much blues, you know, and we have also that element. I always say to Charlie, when he plays and, like, gets in his zone, he has this, like, kind of Stevie Ray Vaughan kind of feel when he gets into his blues riffs and stuff. And I think that's really cool, you know. And then to mix that with, like, the new age and the new music, the new kind of alternative scene, it's like, I think it's fun, you know, like, because it's great having it's great seeing DJs and doing that and having fun and dancing. But when you see a live element to that, like when you add a guitar to, you know, that kind of music and the other elements of the band, I think it's interesting. You know, it brings it to life a bit.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Well, speaking of music, let's I want to play one of your tunes off the album now, and tell me a little bit about the song Highways. How did it come about, and what's kind of backstory behind that song?
Highways to Hollywood. You know what? Charlie wrote that song I think many years ago, and he's right here. If you want to, I'm actually going to put him on. He can tell you a little bit about the background of Highways before you put it on here in a second, and
okay.
He'll give you a feel for it. Here's Charlie.
Okay, great.
So hello again.
Hello.
Hello everyone. Actually.
Yes. Hello everyone.
We're talking about Highways.
Yes. Let's hear. I mean, I want to know what was there an inspiration? I mean, a lot of songs are written based on someone's experiences and they're inspired by something, and so. What was the inspiration behind Highways?
Sure. It was actually, as a lot of my tunes kind of come together, they come together as a part, and then maybe I'm feeling like I'm missing something or I have too much of something possibly sometimes, and Highways is about, as Nathan said, I'm from the country, moving to Hollywood, being impressed by how many people there were and kind of being disappointed but impressed by how disappointed I was that how many people seem to lack a focus or be able to, see the forest for the trees. And it's such an amazing place, Southern California, and it's really beautiful. But it's amazing how many people here and everywhere can kind of get caught in their own thing and don't really take the chance to look up and see how lovely everything is, really.
Yeah, and I actually, when I listen to music, I do listen to lyrics because every song tells a story, and so I got that out of that, and it was a good reminder of, we have to just stop and look at our surroundings sometimes. So I'm going to play this for the listeners now. This is Highways.
Enjoy it, yeah, thank you.
Can't believe what I saw today. A billion people looking all the same. Ain't never seen one thing beautiful. Got no idea what love can do for you. Give me your grace,
you, that song really showcases your talent because, you know, that breakdown in the middle with the guitar riff, it's a good song.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Are you there?
Oh, hey, I'm here.
Okay.
How are you?
I thought I lost you. You didn't realize the song had stopped, I bet, but on my end I could hear it, so I apologize.
Oh, no, that's all right. We had a blank spot there.
Oh, that's okay. I was just saying that the song really showcases your talent because, you know, the guitar riff in the middle, the breakdown, the singing, everything about it is just a real good piece of music all the way around. So kudos to you guys on that. Great song.
Yeah, thanks
for
it. It does showcase like the whole thing because we all had like a part in it, you know, and we all like put our each of our individuals, you know, creativity right into the song. So that one does kind of encapsulate the whole business of the album in general.
Yeah, and as a whole, you know, I'm sure each of you have your favorite song, but is there a song as a whole that the band, you know, just really enjoys playing the most?
That's a good question. You know, I think a lot of bands would say yes, we all love blank, you know, or we all love track 2. You know, I think with us, we you know, when we rehearse or when we play on stage, every song that we get to, it's like, yeah, let's do this song. So I don't think we have a, you know, maybe we lean towards other songs, you know, but I think that in general, each song we just really love to play because they're all so different. And we all had different, you know, creative input into each of the songs, and so they all mean something to us. And so when we get to play them live or in rehearsal, each time we get to them, we just really have a blast with each of them. So it's hard to say if there's one favorite song. It's hard to say because we like them all, and we enjoy playing them all. So.
Well, and that's the mark, you know, that of the fact that you guys put your heart and soul into what you do. You really enjoy playing. I think I love to see live music. I mean, I love, you know, hearing it on the radio and so forth, but it's just something about seeing a show live and being able to see, you know, a band perform and showcase what they can do. It's just, there's no compare. And so...
Yeah,
I'm sure it's quite a rush, you know.
Yeah, no, there's nothing like it. You know, people ask us all the time, you know, what do you like better? Just, you know, listening to music or playing music or writing music or playing music live. You know, they all have their ups, but there's nothing like playing live. And when you're up there, you have people that are looking at you play and watching each from a different world, you know, watching your technique or listening to the music for the first time or from everywhere. And it's a very self-actualizing experience, and there's absolutely nothing like it that I've experienced. And I've been doing this since I was a little kid, and still nothing like it. You know, playing live is tremendous.
And the thing about it is, playing live, in some respects, probably never gets old because you always have a different audience, you know, and it's always going to be a new experience every time you play, even though you're playing the same song to a point, but the experience is always going to be different, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always different. Each crowd is different. You know, sometimes we're playing for a huge crowd, and there's an energy, you know, in the crowd, and and it pushes our energy, and it's magical. And then sometimes it's more intimate, and and the crowd has a different energy, and it's just as cool and self-actualizing, but it's different. Each time, each live performance, just like you said, it's different.
Oh yeah, and again, there's just no compare. I love live music, and I try to see it as often as I can, and it's just, you know, I have a real good friend who he's been in bands, in and out of bands, pretty much all of his adult life, and I used to go and watch him perform a lot, and, you know, of course, you get a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff when you kind of go with the band to perform at a venue, and so you get to see the ins and the outs that a lot of times the crowd doesn't see, but you really do, you know, I got to see firsthand, you know, what all goes into, you know, it's not, you just get up on stage and you play. I mean, my friend and his band, they had to set up, they had to tear down. I mean, it was a lot of work involved. You know, after you played a 3-hour show, and then you got to tear down and, you know, and put it all away and pack up. You know, it's tough. You know, I don't know how they did it.
Yeah.
But
It is. It can be tough, and like especially bigger shows, you bring more gear, and I've been doing it a long time, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to be, but it's so worth it. You know, like there's a lot of tear ups, tear down, you know, and take all your gear everywhere you go, and you know, if you're lucky enough to have roadies, that's fantastic. But otherwise, it's a lot of work, but it's worth it. That's the thing. It's worth it just for that small amount of time on stage.
That's when you know you're passionate about it, and when you get up in front of the crowd and you get the response, even sometimes a response you weren't expecting, just a bigger than life kind of response. You know, it's just when you're tearing down, it's just wow. We're like, well, okay, great show. I'm about to drop, but you know, hey, it was worth it, like you said. So it is a wonderful thing, and I really do hope that you know, this is just the beginning for you guys. I know there's just lots more to come. I feel certain about that. And
thanks.
But I want to play another song right now from the album. When I heard this song, I loved it. You know, some songs you hear, and some songs have to grow on you, and some songs you hear, and instantly you're like, I'm sold. And this song, I had that reaction, and it's just really a nice little catchy song, and you probably know which one I'm talking about. But Kingbird, I really like this song. And again, you know, like I was telling Nathan, it's it's just another unique sound, but it is, you know, it grabbed me from the beginning. So I'm going to play it for the listeners now. This is Kingbird. Oh, before I play it, what's the story behind this song? Sorry.
So what's that?
What is the story behind this song?
The story behind this song, behind Kingbird.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna have to pass the phone to Chuck, because he's gonna tell the story better than I can. Hold on just a second. Here's Chuck.
Okay, great.
Thanks, Howie. By the way, that was Howard Pollard, Howie P. You can look on our site, thesugar.bandcamp, and you can find his stuff. He has amazing solo stuff as well.
Oh,
but,
wonderful.
Kingbird, I was actually sitting by the pool one day, and it was a really clear day, and the pool was so clear that I could see a reflection of a lemon tree in the pool, and this bird kept going back and forth, and as a bit of a mystic, to say I appreciated that, going back to what I was saying earlier, this getting convoluted, with highways, but there's a chance to look and see like a pure reflection of something, and that's the idea. It's like, why are you sitting in the lemons, Kingbird? Why could be sour when it could fly over and be sweet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Orange tree. So, Kingbird, yeah. You can get it on thesugar.bandcamp.
Okay, well, I'm going to play this for the listeners now. This is Kingbird. Enjoy. All right, that was Kingbird. And I want to know, who did the whistling on that song?
Go ahead and say that again.
I said, who did the whistling on that song?
Oh, the whistling. The whistling actually was a joint effort. It was, I think all of us had a go at it. We all had a pass of it. You know, something like when you're recording, when you're tracking, you know, it's good to have a pass, you know, a bunch of times. You know, when you're doing a solo, you know, like Charlie will have like 5 passes of a solo. So we kind of like have a bit of fun with it, you know. It's like let's all have a pass of having a whistle. So, you know, I had to go, and then Howard Pollard had to go, and Charlie had a whistle, and one of my good friends from Australia who'd happened to be in the recording studio at the time, Andy Supans, did a little whistling as well. So we like to do that, you know, just include our friends, and whether it be like a tambourine to come along and like, you know, play a bit in the studio, it just makes it feels more like it's like a family effort, you know, to the album, rather than just us like playing everything. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, I love that. It just fits, you know, and honestly, I didn't know if that was maybe something you guys did or if that was sound effect that you found that just fit the song, but that, again, how original. So,
that was us. It wasn't a bird.
And I must tell you, and I'm going to tell you probably for all the listeners, the lady listeners out there, but your accent, I love an Australian accent. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. That, you know, it's just amazing. So.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, so many people asked me, like when we had the GH fan club weekend the other week, like so many people asked me if it's a real accent, you know? And I'm like, I mean, I think, and as far as I know, that the Australian accent's pretty hard to do. You know what I mean? It's pretty hard to pull off.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, you know, that's like, you know, anytime I've traveled outside of the state of North Carolina, which is where I was born and raised, to other parts of the country, you know, people are like, you're from the Carolinas, right? I'm like, yeah, how did you guess? What was it, my accent that gave it away, you know? So it's, I know what you mean. You know, people ask questions and you know, and it is funny how people will, is that your real accent or, you know, no, I pretend.
No, totally. No, and actually, when I got the job on General Hospital, I auditioned as an American. I went in, you know, pretended I did the whole American accent, did the audition as an American accent, and I booked the job as an American. And then right at the end of it, like just before I was about to start, you know, I had a meeting with the head writer and the director and the EP, and they were like, you know, you're Australian, right? And I'm like, yeah. I was like, well, why don't you just use your own accent for the show? And I was stoked. I was like, sure, you know, that definitely makes it a lot easier for me. So.
I'm sure. I mean, you don't have to, you know, constantly try to do something different. And believe me, I believe all the General Hospital fans out there are glad that you're speaking in your original accent and you're not talking an American accent. So you know, they made the right call when they said, hey, why don't you just talk in your normal voice? It's like, okay, great.
Yeah.
That's really cool actually, that I could be me too. I'm sorry?
Totally. And that's actually one of the great things about the show, you know, is that on GH, that they do let the creatives and all the actors, like, use their own voices and use their own, you know, personalities to bring a lot of their own traits to the character, you know. I think it helps. It, like, not only makes you a lot more relaxed in the role and when you're playing it, you know, but it's, it just makes it real, you know, and the more we believe in, like, what we're doing and the character, like, and the way we're portraying it, the more the audience will believe it, you know.
Oh, definitely.
So, yeah.
And I must admit, I grew up a CBS soap girl. I was born and raised on CBS soaps, and so it was almost like, it was almost taboo to watch ABC, General Hospital, or any other soap out there, but I have recently gotten into it, and as a matter of fact, it's been real recent, but the episodes that I kind of cut my teeth on are the ones where, you know, you've kind of got robbed and captive right now, and you're doing all these really evil things, although, you know, it's great writing. I mean, the storylines are just phenomenal, so you've definitely got me hooked, and
yeah, no, you know, it's great. You know, the writing is fantastic, and it's fun. It's great to play like another side of the character, you know, to play a dark side, because we all have that. It's like a thing, you know. There's always the good with the bad, you know. And although like my character is kind of being forced to do all these things, and it's like, you know, it's nice, you know, it's a nice character arc, you know, like I've been this doctor the whole time and I've been helping everyone else, and then all of a sudden it's like we've flipped it on, you know, it's flipped on itself, and it's like all of a sudden I need help, you know, like I'm the one who needs some, you know, to see a psychiatrist, you know. So yeah, it's really fun.
And you play such a good evil doctor too.
Oh,
you know,
thank you.
Because your character, the way it's written, it, you know, you can tell that underneath all of that, you know, that the dark side of your character, that there's a good person within, and that's the kind of characters I like in the soaps. Is, you know that underneath all those layers, that if you just were to peel them back, there's a good guy waiting to emerge. So, you know, that's the thing. But I have found out in a very short time why General Hospital has been the success it has been, and why so many of my friends have told me through the years, oh, you should be watching GH, you should be watching this. So, you know, now I feel like I'm part of the masses. You know, it's great.
Oh, that's great. No, that's really great. You know, it's like, I mean, how dedicated, you know, the fans have been to the show, like, since it begun has really, it's kind of mind-boggling for me, you know, like, to be at the GH event again, you know, saying that, like, to see, like, when they said, you know, how many people have been watching the show for, like, over 40 years, and, like, to see, like, almost 100 people, like, stand up, you know, it was just, like, it's amazing, you know, it's such amazing dedication, and it's great, you know, the show's, you know, it's still alive, and we're still working hard, and, you know, the new EP, Frank Valentini, who came on, who's, you know, such a great EP that he came on from One Life to Live, and he's doing such a great job, you know, it seems like he brings the best out in all the actors and all the crew and all the, you know, the whole team, so it does feel like a really nice kind of family vibe on set, and, you know, everyone's working, like, super hard, and we're, you know, just putting in a lot of work so we can, you know, show you guys some good stuff. So.
Yeah, well, it's certainly paying off, and you can tell that the camaraderie is definitely there behind the scenes, because it shines through in everyone's, you know, acting efforts, and, you know, so it's great. So I want to, we got some callers on the line that want to talk to you guys, and let me see here what we got. We got area code 425. You're on with Nathan and the Sugar.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How are you going? What's your name?
This is Darcy.
Hi, nice to meet you.
So I wanted to tell you, first of all, although I've tweeted you this already, but your scenes that you had with Sebastian Roche were fantastic, and I'm super excited for where the storyline's going. And then also, I wanted to have a chance to say hi to Chuck and to Howie, because I definitely am big fans of theirs as well.
Oh yeah, no, totally. Go get Howie right now. Chuck's standing right beside me, but I'm doing a shout out. Howie, we got a shout out to you, so come out. they're inside jamming. Here's Howie first. Let him say hi.
Okay.
Hey, hi there. This is Howie.
Hi.
Am I giving you my shout out right now? Is that what I'm doing?
No. I wanted to say hi to you. My name is Darcy. I'm actually a pretty big fan of the Sugar, and I love all of your solo stuff that you've done as well. And so I just wanted a chance to tell you that.
Oh, thank you so much. I know your name, and and I was online. I think it was yesterday morning. I saw, oh, there's Darcy. So I know who you are. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I know I've been trying to. I've been saying the rest of my songs are coming out for my EP, and they're going to make it a full album. And they're on the way.
Uh-huh.
They're just taking a little longer than I expected because I have a lot of projects going at the same time. So they're coming. Stick in there. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I totally understand. I also wanted to tell you there is a song. You see, you have your EP on your website, and then you have, I think, like a playlist of a bunch of just random stuff.
Yeah.
And you have a song on there called Drinkin' with Nate that's just hilarious. You should actually make that downloadable for people because that's actually really, really funny. I love that. I started laughing so hard when I listened to that song.
I think I'm going to have to do that because you're not the first person to say that. So I think I'm going to have to. I'm going to throw that. Maybe I'll throw it on the EP because there's a little bit of that Santa Monica Beach flavor to it. And and that song's about my friend Nate and us riding bikes through Venice and Santa Monica and having a crazy, crazy day. And so maybe it belongs on there. So I think I'll do that. I'm going to take your advice.
Awesome.
Well, Darcy, do you, I've been promoting this joke contest all week on Twitter and Facebook. Do you have a joke for the guys?
Oh, yes. So I had to look one up because I did not come prepared. I'm not one that usually remembers jokes very well.
Yeah.
So here's my joke. A man walks into a bar and orders a beer. He sips it and sets it down. A monkey swings across the bar and pisses in the pint. The man asks the barman who owns the monkey. The barman replies, the piano player. The man walks over to the piano player and says, do you know your monkey pissed in my beer? And the pianist replies, no, but if you hum it, I'll play it.
And, I'm thinking about, as you're telling that joke, I'm thinking about Howie's song that you were just talking to him about, the whole drinking a beer with Nate. So, it's like, oh, my gosh.
I'm going to tell that to my dad. He's going to really appreciate that one a lot.
Yeah. Well, Darcy, did you have any other questions for the band?
I just wanted a chance to say hi to Chuck really quick, if I could.
Oh, hold on just a sec. Here's Chuck.
Hello, Chuck here.
Hello, Chuck. This is Darcy. I just wanted a chance to say hi to you.
Hi, how are you? Good to hear your voice.
It's good to hear yours, too. I'm good. I'm so glad you guys are on here.
Yeah, we are, too. We're having a good time. It's nice to see you.
Awesome.
What's shaking up north?
Not a whole lot. I got my cold beverage, and I sat down so I could listen to the show, and we've been playing all your guys' music, which is awesome. So, yeah, it's been going good.
Fantastic. And you got all your stuff we shipped you, yeah? I saw the photo.
Yes, I did.
Good.
Yep, I got all of that stuff. Thank you very much.
Thank you for being so good to us. We really do appreciate that. We really appreciate the enthusiasm that you've shown. It definitely helps us continue through all this mess.
Oh, well, thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. You guys have been awesome. So it's awesome.
Totally. No, and we're looking into trying to get up that way. We're looking into trying to play shows all over the place, and I appreciate you taking that step to look to find us a place to make it happen. So hopefully we can.
Awesome. I hope so, too. I really do.
So do you have a joke? I don't know if we're ready for that, but I think you deserve to start it off.
Oh, she just told you weren't on the line, but Chuck, she just told an incredible joke, so you got to tell him this joke. Please, Darcy.
Oh, tell me. Yeah, sorry, I didn't hear it.
Okay, just a second. Hold on. Okay, so a man walks into a bar and orders a beer. He sips it and sets it down. A monkey swings across the bar and pisses in the pint. The man asks the barman who owns the monkey. The barman replies, the piano player. Man walks over to the piano player and says, do you know your monkey pissed in my beer? The pianist replies, no, but if you hum it, I'll play it.
So I know the feeling. That's a pretty good one. Pretty appropriate. Thank you.
Yeah, that's cute. Well, thank you, Darcy. That's hilarious. So I don't know if anyone's going to be able to top that tonight, but anyway. But we've got some other callers on hold, so we're going to let you run. But
awesome. Thanks, guys.
Okay. Thank you. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, sounds good.
All righty. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, area code 817. You're on with the sugar.
Yes. Come on, y'all. Come on. What do you got to say?
Hello?
Hello. Who's this?
Hi, this is April.
Hi, April. How are you?
I'm good. I'm really nervous, but I'm good.
Oh, really? There's no reason to be nervous. What
yeah,
are you nervous
well,
about?
Because I'm talking to the guy that plays Dr. Keenan.
Oh, well, I guarantee you I'm just a guy. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
So how are you doing? What's happening? Where are you from?
I'm from, well, do you want to know where I'm from or do you want to know where I live?
Sure.
I'm in Texas.
How's it in Texas? Has it been that hot?
Oh, it's like 105. It's crazy hot.
Nasty. So
yeah,
are you enjoying the music? Have you enjoyed the music?
Actually, this is the first time I've ever heard it because I've tried to find you on like YouTube and that, and I couldn't find you.
I see. I would say that is our problem.
Yeah, I couldn't find you anywhere.
Well, the place to look, and for everybody else's edification, is thesugar.bandcamp, as in once at bandcamp.com. thesugar@bandcamp.com. And there's a ton of stuff. There's Howie P on there, who you just heard. There's my other group, Barely, and lots of fun tidbits.
Yeah. So I do have a question about Kate and Dr. Keenan.
Oh, do you? Okay, let me give you to Nathan because I do not know anything about that.
Okay.
But just a second, April.
All right, cool.
You're on, Bruce. He's making a margarita, so just a moment.
Okay.
Spoiler alert. Chuck Wagon will not be on General Hospital this year, unfortunately, but maybe in the future. Yeah, Howie's never seen number. You're on with April. Here's Nathan.
Hello?
Hi, April. How you going?
Hi. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
I'm a little nervous. It's okay.
That's okay. No worries.
I'm just curious, since Dr. Keenan is turning like mean and all villainy, is he still going to be able to treat Kate? And is he still? I mean, are they going to show any more scenes with her and Keenan together?
You know, I can't really say no now because I actually don't even know how far ahead that they've written right now.
Yeah.
And we're having actually a little break right now, and then we'll get our scripts for all the new stuff that's to come. But yeah, you know, I'm sure there'll be lots of stuff. I'm sure there'll be more treating. I'm sure there'll be, you know. We'll just have to wait and see what the writers have in store for us.
Yeah, what's going on with you and Jerry? Are you guys supposed to be like? I know you're not supposed to give anything away, but are you supposed to be brothers or something?
I'm not sure on that either, but I'm pretty sure it'll be revealed very soon. I'm sure that's going to be a very important part of the story to know. So. Yeah,
because you look a lot alike.
Yeah, I know. I mean, a lot of people have been saying that, and actually. Sebastian mentioned it the other day. He was like, not only that we could be brothers, he was like, you could actually be my son, you know, which is a crazy thing.
Yeah, well, it's awesome that you're working with him because I used to love him.
No, he's a fantastic actor, and the stuff we've had together has been great. I really loved working with Sebastian.
Well, that's cool. So, can you get your album on iTunes or no?
We will. We're in the process of doing that right now. It shouldn't take long at all to get that up. So we'll get that up and we'll post it on Twitter and on the website, and you'll be able to get it on iTunes.
That's cool. I mean, today was the first time I heard any of that, so but I liked it.
Oh, good. Well, you can buy it right now from the sugar.bandcamp. You can buy it right there, and the EP's there, and there's like some merchandise, and there's my fan club, and there's lots of fun stuff on the sugar.bandcamp. So check that out.
Yeah, I was kind of bummed when you were at fan club weekend and I couldn't go because I wanted to hear.
We played a show. It was really good. I think the fans really loved it. We played a good show, so that was fun. But yeah, well, there's always next year, right?
Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know. I have issues with like being able to fly and get where I need to be once I get there. So
right.
We'll see. I'll try.
Okay. Well, good. Okay.
Yeah. So, well, I don't want to take up a lot of time because you probably have other callers.
No, yeah, that's okay. Thank you so much for your questions. And you have a...
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Okay, Don.
All right.
Take it easy. Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Let's see. Who else do we have? Let's see here. Area code 336. Go ahead. You're on with the sugar.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
How are y'all?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I have wondered, do you like being in a group or in singing, or do you like acting more?
You know what? I think it's, for me, I think it's like an all-encompassing thing. Like I moved out to the States like 4 years ago, and when I moved out here, I started working at a camera rental house, and I was like, I learned all about the behind the scenes. I learned how to operate all the cameras, the lights, basically the whole deal about, filmmaking. And then, I booked General Hospital, and then I had the band going at the same time, and I think it's kind of all encompassing, and I want to, soon I'm actually going to start a production company, when things quieten down a bit for me and I have a little time, and I think, it all ties into one, you need film score, you need music for film, you need acting, you need the cameras, so, it's nice that I have the knowledge of how to run all that side, of the entertainment business. So, I think, at the moment they're all on par, but, for now, I've really been focusing on General Hospital and the character and, doing a lot of studying, doing a lot of work and because that has been, obviously I've been working a lot at the moment, and that's been my main focus, and it's been great. I've learned a lot from my colleagues, my co-stars, who are amazing. There's some such an amazing talent and stuff on GH. So that's been fun, and then the band is a nice release for me. From work to come home, especially when I've had so much stuff that's been it's quite draining, some of those scenes that I've had that are quite emotionally driven, and then to come home and practice with the band and go into a show, it's a nice release. It's it kind of recharges my batteries for the next day. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, did you have a joke for the band? Did you want to get in on the joke contest tonight?
I do, but it's not really long, but it's just a question and answer one. It's kind of silly,
okay. Well, that works.
Okay, go ahead.
Why do kangaroos hate rainy days?
1 second. Can you repeat that one more time?
Why do kangaroos hate rainy days?
Why?
Because their children play inside.
That's a good one. Yeah. I've never heard that one. So there you go.
and you're talking to an Australian, Hannah, and Nathan, just so you know, that's my daughter you're talking to. She's a delight, and I've not heard that joke. That's a new one on me. So.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna remember that one.
Oh well, so now Nathan, you'll never look at kangaroos the same way ever again.
Right.
Well, Hannah, did you have any other questions for the band? Or?
Yes, I've always wondered this. You know how Americans can do different accents, they can do British accents and Australian accents. Can you do an American accent?
I can, and I was actually just saying earlier on the show that I booked the role on General Hospital as an American. So when I went in, I was like, "Hi, my name is Nathin Butler. I'm from Los Angeles, California, and I'm here for the audition. yeah, and I was American the whole time. So, and I guess it helps, that like I think like 80% of our television in Australia is American. So, from a young age, we have that constantly, that accent and the American dialect in our ear. So, I definitely learned to speak English almost from watching The Simpsons. So, it's quite easy to access that. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's great. All right, well, we've got some other callers calling, but thank you so much for calling, Hannah.
No problem, Mom.
Thanks, Hannah. You have a great night.
All right, you too.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, let's see. Who have we got up next? All right, 773, you're on.
Oh, cool. Hi, everybody. This is Fan Fiction or Stephanie, so it depends on which way you know me.
Oh, hey, how are you?
All right, how are you? You're doing great job.
Thank you.
Hi, guys.
Sorry, the guys are getting crazy here, playing music, and they're getting
having
ready
a great
to jam.
time. It sounds like
they're having a great time. They're getting ready to jam right now. They're having a couple of adult beverages, and
hey, kind of goes hand in hand.
Right.
So, what was your question, Soap Fan?
I just wanted to ask if they're going to be doing any local club dates while they're on their dark week, or if he's going to maybe think about a Ustream live for like some of the fans that don't get to see them.
I think that's a great idea. We've actually been talking about doing some of the Ustream, some of the live shows online, for the fans who are out of town and can't see us. And definitely, now that I do have this 2 weeks that are dark at the studio, I think we should have some time and we should put a little show together for the fans, for sure.
That would be cool.
Yeah, and we'll definitely plug it and show you on Twitter and on the Bandcamp. So.
Yes, like I won't tweet it like 1,000 times.
Right.
I know you'll have a lot of people promoting whatever you guys do moving forward, Nathan. And on that note, are you guys planning to do any East Coast dates?
Yes, we've all been talking about that, and at the moment, we're just we're saving our pennies, we're saving everything we get from the EP sales and the merch sales, and everything is going towards us trying to get out of here to do a show on the East Coast, to do other shows all over the States to get our music out there.
Have you considered like pledge music where we donate? And, you can even donate and we get items and stuff, and that gives you a way to earn money also. That's the way E-Nation did it to
great.
Be able to
really? Yeah, no, great. Yeah, I'd love to, we'd love to talk to you more about that and get that, and get that going.
No problem. Okay, well, that was all, and I'm still too inebriated for a joke that might be clean, so.
I was going to ask you if you had one,
Yeah, I've been at Lollapalooza for the last 2 days, so there's my brain is too soaked with alcohol right now to. That's where we got to get you guys to some of the festivals. So you guys would have been awesome at Lollapalooza. So.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
But it was great seeing your fan club weekend and great to talk to you again. And I'll let the next caller go and do their thing.
Yeah, you too. I can't wait to see you again.
All right, see you soon.
You too. Bye.
All right. Well, right now, let's see. If anyone else wants to call in, we've got a few more minutes before we will be wrapping this up, and you can dial in at 646-478-0722. And if you have a joke for the band, then by all means, get that in. We've got a few more minutes. So there's one more song I want to play for all the listeners out there tonight. And Nathan, this is my favorite on the album by far. And
this is your favorite?
Dancing Downstairs is my favorite.
What song is it?
Dancing Downstairs.
Oh, Dancing Downstairs is your favorite.
Yes.
Great. Well, yeah.
Yes.
Well, let's put it on and turn it up.
All right. Here we go.
Light a cigarette, try to forget. She said she never would. Let it burn to your head and show how much of a man you are and that you feel no pain. Lately it seems that all there is a rain. I love you more than I meant to. Please don't let it get to you that I'm going far away.
Love that song. I could listen to that over and over and over again and never get tired of it. That is just, woo, that's a good song.
Oh, hey, this is Chuck. Oh, gee, thanks. I'm so glad you like it.
Yes, love it. Oh, gosh, incredible.
That's a good one. That's an old one, actually. That's one I wrote a while ago, and it's fantastic to see how well it translates to this group, so...
Yeah.
So what do you want to do, Don? We're kind of going a little bit long. What do you want to do?
Well, we're about ready to wrap it up, and Chuck had suggested that the jokes people told you guys would choose, and then you guys would pick a winner, and maybe play a little impromptu song before we close.
Yeah. No, we'd love to. I think out of the boys, out of the one we've heard, what is the one we've liked best? Let's see. Like best? Yeah, let's see. There's so many good ones. Yeah. Are there people in chat? What do they think?
Oh, let's see. We'll Let's see.
What does the chat think? Come on, people, chat us. Tell us what you think. What joke did you like best?
Which joke do you guys like? Let's hear it. Darcy
no, we
Hannah?
like a bunch of them.
I don't know. I kind of like Darcy.
Howie likes Darcy's. I think I was fan of Darcy's too. Hannah, the kangaroo joke was good and it was pertinent.
Oh yeah, I know, really.
Yeah, we're getting into the jokes. I was getting called it. Nathan feels pretty special about that one.
You're biased.
Well, I think we'll have to. Our neighbors are yelling at. I think we'll.
Yelling at the dog.
Oh, he's yelling at the dog. Never mind. We feel that way all the time. I think we're gonna go with Darcy. I think the kangaroo joke or the monkey joke. They're all animal
all
jokes.
Right.
That's it. I think Darcy.
Right.
Congratulations. The song lends to you, so I think we're gonna probably just get up and we'll do Kingbird first, so you guys can get a little taste of that, and then we'll do a little impromptu jam in the spirit of that. So unfortunately, we won't be able to hear you for a minute, but just sit back and enjoy. Is that all right with you?
That sounds perfect. Thank you.
Okay, great. We'll get it lined up here, and if there's a little bit of dead air, hang with us, but we'll be back in just a second.
All right, great. Thanks.
Here we go.
All right.
We're playing. Go ahead. We're on speakerphone. All right. Tuning in the instruments right now. It's a little part of rock and roll. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is called Kingbird, which you heard earlier, but here's the live version, just to prove that it was us that did it. We didn't pay some amazing musicians to come in and record it, but here it goes. Rusty old Kingbird sitting in a lemon tree. Rusty old Kingbird sitting in a lemon tray. Why don't you fly over to the orange tree? Why don't you fly over to the orange tree? This one goes like this. Hey! Yeah. We're jamming on the Jammin Jukebox station. Pretty little young girl riding on a bicycle. Pretty little young girl riding on a bicycle.
Here we go.
Lemon tree.
Why don't we say peace and why don't we say peace and
How did that sound?
Oh, that was awesome. And you guys were so awesome for staying longer and playing. Gosh, I'm just, yeah. And the whistling, yeah, that's authentic, you know. That was great. Thank you so much. Everybody in the chat room is going crazy, and I'm sure out there in listener land they are too. It's just wow.
Oh, good.
You guys, they're all telling me in the chat room. They said, "Hey, tell them we're coming out there, and we're gonna all hang out with you guys in a impromptu jam session. We'll just hang and with our beverages and just have a really good time."
Oh, that would be great. Let's do that. Let's plan for that, and let's look. I'm looking forward to it.
Sure. Well, it has been great having you on tonight. Thank you so much. We have enjoyed having you and appreciate you staying longer than you promised. And, wow, you guys are phenomenal, and I really believe that we are just starting to see we're in store for a lot coming down the pipe from you guys. This is just the beginning, and we will do all we can to help promote you on Twitter and Facebook and, just whatever it takes to get the word out, what a great band you are and what a great sound you have. And so this is just awesome. We appreciate it so much.
Well, no, thank you so much, for having us on Jammin Jukebox, and, we would love to be on it again. All the boys are so excited about having the chance to do this. So, anytime, we'd love to be back on the show.
Great.
Yeah, we love you all. So.
Yeah, every time you write an EP, every time you put out a new EP, we'll just have you back on, and we'll just, cover the miles together, my friend.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, my friend. Well, yeah, you have a great evening, and goodbye, everyone else, and keep watching the show, and good night, and check out the Sugar.bandcamp, and we love you all.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and you guys have a great night. And do you guys want to play us out? Do you want to play us out with a little impromptu tune?
Oh, what's that?
I said, do you guys want to play us out tonight with a little impromptu tune?
A little impromptu tune to play you out?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Hey guys,
all right.
Let's we're gonna do it. Let's play you out. We're gonna do a little impromptu tune. Let's do how about something in E, maybe a blues riff, a blues jam.
Sounds great.
We're gonna do a little song here. I'm just plugging in the piano. Howard Pollard is going to play the drums from the piano. He's very skilled like that.
Great.
Dan Preston's getting his bass heated up. Dan's ready. The bass player's ready. Charlie's getting the guitar heated up here. Vindy's walking around in the middle here wondering what's going on, but she's loving it. Yeah, hey, Vindy. Here we go. My good friend Andrew Subanzos on the tambourine. Here we go. Alright, just trying to get a good sound check here. We ready? Oh, turn on. Okay, we're getting close here. Getting close here. We just have to turn this amp on. We're
Great.
heating the amps up. There's always this, this waiting time with bands. We always, technical difficulties.
It's perfect.
It's perfect. It's very rock and roll.
It's all part of the game. It's all part of the game. It's the name of the game. Rock and roll music and live performances.
Right. We've got amps squealing. Okay. We've got amps squealing, and my friend said, and we've got women screaming. We've got some fans here, actually. Some groupies. Okay. Here we go.
All right.
Play them out, guys.
Thank you again, guys.
Can I come up a bit? Can I come up a bit? We're missing the rain, yeah. When the throne is fractured, they say the king is to blame, yeah. The multiplicity of fooling me. Do you have to say, yeah. Oh, wait for Something's rising, baby. The sun itself. The sun rises, baby. The sun itself. Watch out! I'd like to thank the Jammin Jukebox Radio Station for tuning in to some of our songs. Hopefully we'll get a chance to do it again. And do it again. And do it again. And do it again. And do it again. Because we're the sugar. Watch out! A whippoorwill. A whippoorwill. A whippoorwill. A whippoorwill. A whippoorwill. A whippoorwill. Dan Preston on the bass. Charles Benson on the guitar. I don't think our neighbors are liking us right now. Howard Payne on the drums. Thank you so much, guys, for having us on the show. We love you all. We're The Sugar. Check us out at thesugar.bandcamp. My name's Nathin Butler. You can also check me out on General Hospital.
Thank you so very much, guys. That's right. Thank you. We applaud you, the chat room's applauding, and we're just so appreciative of you being here. So thank you so very much. And we will have you back again real soon.
How'd that sound?
Oh, that was that was outstanding. Thank you so very much. We appreciate it. Appreciate you being here and giving us longer than the designated hour that we talked about tonight. We've certainly enjoyed having you on and listening to your music, and wow, a live performance to boot. So thank you so very much. We appreciate it. And we would definitely have you back in the very near future to find out what you've been doing and where you guys are touring. And if you decide to come to the East Coast, let us know, because we would definitely show up and show you our support and our love, and we'll keep promoting you out there on Twitter and Facebook and so forth.
Thank you so much once again. We love you all, and you have a great night.
All right, you too. Thanks so much.
Thanks. Bye.
Good
Take
night.
care.
Bye-bye. Okay, guys. Thank you. Was this not an outstanding interview? And I have to say, this exceeded my expectations. You just never know with live radio sometimes what you're going to get. And, I talked with Chuck quite a bit as before the interview took place, and we were emailing back and forth, and we kind of had some kind of an idea of a format for tonight's show. But I can tell you that was not planned, what you just heard, the live performance. So I am thrilled to pieces. They talked about doing an impromptu song for the joke contest winner, but that was like a mini concert. So how cool is that? They're like the coolest guys on the planet. So anyway, it's just been so great having everyone here tonight. Thank you so much for being in the chat room, everyone that's been chatting and, talking among yourselves. For the listeners out there, thank you so much for listening. We've enjoyed having you here with us tonight, and we will be right back here next week, next Saturday night at 9 p.m. We'll be pulling out some brand new indie music debuting here on the show, and we may run for an hour, we may run for 2. We don't know. It's just we run until we played all the songs we got. So we hope that you'll come back, tell your friends about us. In a couple of weeks, I want to go ahead and make the announcement now. We have got Vonzell Solomon. She is from Season 4 of American Idol. She will be right here live on Jammin Jukebox Radio Show on August 25th, 9 p.m. Eastern. So please mark your calendars for that. I'll be tweeting about that. And again, if you have not had an opportunity, we have just launched our brand new website, and it is thejamminjukebox.com. And we will be loading tonight's show onto the website a little bit later. It'll either be later tonight or tomorrow. We'll have that uploaded to the site so you can listen. You can also download it from the Blog Talk Radio site where we're located. And you can listen to it over and over again, and I know I'm going to. So anyway, thank you again so much for being here. It has been a blast. This was a great debut interview show. This was our first interview, and I must say this has been quite an evening. So thank you so much again, and we will see you right back here next week, 9 p.m. for the Jammin Jukebox Radio Show. Good night, all.